Hey Aries, welcome to Queen Brenda Tarot. Today we're going to do your first week of May, general love reading. Now keep in mind these are general readings, so you can't possibly apply to every single person watching. But if you would like a personal reading, all information is in the description box below. In case you're new to the channel, welcome. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today. For all of the new viewers, I am an intuitive reader, so I read the traditional sense of the card, but more than anything, I'm always going to give you guys the messages that I pick up intuitively. I always meditate over you guys' energy. Before I start, I always charge both of my decks on top of crystal organite plates. And doing so, it charges, balances, and aligns the energy for your reading. And also charge both decks on top of your own personalized astrological card. So again, this reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals. And as always, I hope everyone is doing well. Currently, there are absolutely no reversals in either one of my decks. So if I get any reversals when I do the shuffling, I'm going to acknowledge them and accept them, because I know they're aligned with the messages I'm supposed to give you guys today, okay? So when I was meditating over your energy, the song that I heard was She Belongs to the City by Party Next Door. Now, in case you're new to the channel, I always leave the links to the songs in the description box below so you could click it and listen to the song following the reading, because you may get more messages from that song, and I know it's going to be aligned with the messages that I'm going to give you guys today. So what I got from that, right? Somebody feels like, it could be you or it could be the other person. I kind of feel like it's a love interest, but it could be you also. But I feel like somebody feels that another person isn't very obtainable. And when I say that, I mean like somebody, it kind of gives me a sense, what I picked up was literally like somebody is hard to pin down. That's literally the words that I'm hearing. Like somebody feels like you may be too difficult to pin down, or you could feel like this about another person. Either way it goes, you really need to listen to the song, because basically what's being said is that, you know, you could want to be with this person, or this person could want to be with you, but it kind of seems like this person isn't ready for something as serious as you are. And it's interesting because I kid you not, I don't look at the decks after I do shuffling. I just put it face down. I never look at it because I want to see it at the same time you guys do. And at the bottom of the deck, you had the Knight of Wands. And that's why I say I kind of feel like somebody thinks this way about you. It doesn't mean that has to be the case. It doesn't have to be true, but this, I feel strongly like somebody feels like this about you, because the Knight of Wands is in tarot known as the playboy playgirl, like somebody who's literally hard to pin down. And for a lot of you guys, if this does apply to you, it could be hard for someone to get you to be, you know, committed, because you've been through a lot in the past. And I know that because this knight is head to toe in armor. Even his face is covered. You can't even see his face. And for you to be head to toe in armor, you had to go through some type of trials, some type of tribulations, and battle. Like, you know, you've been through a lot. Like a battle, like in a battle, you've been through a lot, you know, and you kind of had to fight your way through some difficulties in past relationships. And that's why I strongly feel like it's you. Also, I noticed when I picked the deck up for your clarifying deck, you have the King of Wands. So you're showing up very strongly in your own reading, right? And if you look at how the cards are aligned, their backs are facing each other. And that kind of gives me an energy of indecisiveness. And again, it doesn't have to be you doing this, but you actually doing this. But I feel like somebody feels like that about you. Like they feel like you're indecisive. One minute you want to be in a relationship, next minute you don't. And that's difficult for this person. Again, it doesn't have to be the case. That could just be how they perceive it. But wholeheartedly, that's what I'm picking up. This could be the other person also. So we are going to get two cards. One is going to be a general energy, and one is going to be a possible outcome. And then we'll clarify both, okay? So I always hold the cards down and just randomly part it so that we can get additional messages. The Empress. So the Empress is Taurus, Aries energy for me, right? And with the Empress, I tell you guys all the time that the Empress and the Emperor are one half of a committed relationship, committed union, soulmate, twin flames, things like that. And for this to come out right after that Knight of Wands, right, I'm telling you strongly, somebody wants to be with you long term. Somebody wants marriage. Somebody wants long-term commitment, but they feel like you're hard to penetrate. And now I'm literally hearing penetrate because I'm thinking back to, again, the Knight with his shield down over his face, and he has all his armor on like he's going into battle, you know, or he's coming out of it. Somebody feels like you are emotionally detached, or you're emotionally difficult to penetrate. It's hard to get through your armor because the Knight had on all that armor. So that's the strongest message. Somebody feels like you're very guarded, right? That's what I'm picking up. So we're going to part the deck randomly so that we can shuffle. Yep. And what I say, so you have the Empress, and then right next to it, you had a Ten of Wands. Wands, fire sign energy, that's your energy. And he's going into the future. So like I said, that's, you just literally had the Knight of Wands. And then now you had a Ten of Wands. That's, you're carrying a heavy burden, or at one point you were, right? At one point you were carrying things that you felt burdenous. And you've been through something. He's going through some difficult times right now. And that's what I said earlier. I feel like a lot of you all may have just recently got out of a relationship, or the last relationship that you were in was so difficult that you're kind of guarded, and you may not be very open to love at this time. Absolutely. Two of Pentacles in reverse, and then you have the King of Wands. You guys are showing up in your energy very powerfully. Now, if you know that this isn't you, you could be dealing with a love interest who has very strong fire sign placements. And this could be the case for this person. Last shuffle. Okay, so let's get 2 cards. One is going to be your general energy, and the second is going to be possible outcome. Absolutely. You got the Fool card in reverse. Major Arcana. Like I said, I feel strongly like, you know, you're not taking this leap of faith. I really feel like it's you, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individuals. You're not taking this leap of faith because I feel like, Aries, this is your reading. The Fool card is the card of Aries. Yeah, I told you earlier, I feel like this is you guys' energy. You're not taking a leap of faith in something new. But what I'm picking up is that a lot of you guys may really like someone, but you're not taking this leap of faith because you just came out of something pretty difficult. Yeah. 4 cups at the bottom of the deck. And again, if you didn't come out of something recently, whatever the last relationship was, it did a number on you, definitely. Because like I said, that knight had every single piece of his armor on from head to toe. Yep. Moon card in reverse. Both of your general energies are major arcana. The very first cards to pop out are major arcana. So you have the Fool card, and then you have the Moon card in reverse. Let's see if you guys can see that. So Piscean energy. Some of you guys could have just separated from a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual. But more than anything, the Moon card in reverse, because upright, the Moon is about things hidden, things unknown, things unseen, things that you don't have clarity about. In reverse, it's the opposite. And I feel like we just yesterday had a new moon in the sign of Taurus. So I feel like something is coming to the light. And I feel like for a lot of you all, it may be an epiphany for you that you're kind of blocking this person. You're blocking love. A lot of you all didn't recognize that you were doing it. I feel like it's going to be an epiphany for a few of you all. Because if you look at the cards, right, of course, this is the Moon card. And right behind the Fool, there's a moon behind him. Which lets me know that in the past, in the very near past, you didn't even realize that you were blocking love. You didn't realize that, I feel like. But it's in reverse. So it's not behind you anymore. And like I said, even with the Moon card, it's not behind you anymore. Something has been illuminated, and now you're realizing that you were blocking relationships. And that's not a negative thing. This is just something that's being brought to your awareness. Because, you know, the moon is also the subconscious. That's things that you don't really realize that you're doing until something awakens you and something gives you, like, makes you have an aha moment, right? Again, as I said earlier, I knew this is you guys' energy. For those who are watching, if you're drawn to this, this is your energy, right? Because you have the King of Wands, and that's your energy. Let's hold it down, pardon randomly. Two of Pentacles. I seen the Two of Pentacles earlier also, and it was in reverse. Now the Two of Pentacles, like I said, there's some juggling going on for a lot of you guys. As I say, juggling, if you look at that, it looks almost like, you see how his hands are like this juggling. You know, I really feel like this is you guys, and I feel like specifically, you know, you're up and down about whether or not you want to commit to someone or move something forward. That's the energy that I'm picking up for a lot of you guys. You're not sure if you want to move something forward. I feel like definitely a lot of you guys are fond of someone. Because if you're watching a love reading, clearly it's somebody on your mind, someone you're thinking about. A lot of you guys have someone that you're fond of, but you're not sure if you're ready. And that's what that indecisiveness is, because that's what the Two of Pentacles is about, is indecisiveness. Let's part it randomly so we can get additional messages. Yep. And we seen, what was this? This is the 7 of Wands, but 10 Wands. We've seen the 10 of Wands before, and now you had a 7 of Wands. You know, constantly feeling like you have to defend yourself. And at one point, you had to do a lot of fighting and bickering with someone. But more than anything, I'm going to tell you, if you look at the card, there's 7 wands there, but you don't see other people in the card, right? So I feel like this is you kind of fighting and battling with yourself at this moment. Again, this isn't a bash. This is not a bash session for Aries. It's just something that you need to be aware of, because you could really be potentially, pushing out a very positive and powerful love interest, especially with the Empress. That's major arcana. And major arcana is things that are orchestrated by the universe, brought into your life by the universe. So this person that you may be pushing away or may not be giving the type of time and attention that they are requesting from you, this is somebody, it looks like this is a person who's meant to be in your life for a good long time. So just be mindful of that. And then you have the High Priestess. And I just said with this Moon card, right, some things were illuminated. The High Priestess is very intuitive. Again, major arcana. You guys have so much major arcana in your reading so far. The High Priestess is very intuitive, very mindful of what's going on spiritually and emotionally within herself. You see how calm and how her dress flows like the water. Her intuition flows fluidly. Like, she's content. She knows what's going on. Look at her. Look how calm she is. Now, I want you also to notice this. Because I just said I feel like this person, this Empress, when we see the Empress part, this is a person who's supposed to be in your life long term. She has a scroll in her hand. And every time I see scrolls and tarot cards, it makes me think about contracts. And I feel like you have a contract with this person. And this is supposed to be like a life partner. This, for a lot of you guys, this person of interest could be a life partner. And I feel like a lot of you all know that. But again, you're guarded. Yep. Look at all this major arcana. So you have the High Priestess now in reverse, and then you have the Death card in reverse. You know, the Death card in reverse, first of all, upright, it's about endings, beginnings, transitions, death and rebirth. It's in reverse. And that's like, your intuition is telling you that this person, don't push this person away, but you're failing to change. Again, it doesn't have to be you, so don't get offended. I'm just telling you what energies I'm picking up. I really do strongly feel like a lot of you guys are, look at that again, the Four of Cups again. And then you have the Death card. And it's riding right into the direction of the Four of Cups. Now I'm going to tell you, by looking at this is an offer or not giving an offer, a lack thereof. Right? Because we've seen this Four of Cups before, so it definitely ties in. There's no way, and it's a completely different deck. There's no way to get around it. You're needing to have this death and rebirth of the ego. That's strongly what I'm picking up. And because there's somebody here who's available to you and you're not giving them this offer because you're needing to go through the cycle. Now, for a lot of you guys, it could be that you need to do some healing. And I do feel like that. I feel like a lot of you guys need to do some healing because, again, the Fool card is in reverse. This is your card. So to not be upright in your own energy, that means you still have a lot of healing to do, most definitely, because the Moon is about healing also. You still have a lot of healing to do for some of you. Okay, too many popped up, but I'm going to acknowledge the ones that are here. Okay, so you have the Eight of Pentacles, followed by the Justice card, followed by the Death card again, and the Two of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles, and the Devil card. And I just said ego. Your ego is standing in the way. Another major arcana. Then you have Three of Pentacles. Like I said before, when we seen the, is it right here? When we seen the High Priestess, and she had the scroll in her hand, look at this. He has the scroll in his hand also. And every time I see this card, I always think about, because you see the doors right here, it makes me think of church chapel doors, like the entrance and exits that you can go out of. And this always makes me, with this person standing right here, makes me think of a pastor or a priest who's presiding over a ceremony. You know what I mean? But what I always notice with this card is this one person right here kind of has like this little scowl on his face. And I kind of feel like that's your energy being defensive about love, because you went through something. You definitely went through something, especially with the Devil card right here. And, excuse me, I'm telling you also. So you have the Devil card and then you have the Two of Cups. And if you look at that energy, there's something residing in between both people. You have the Devil right in the middle, and then you have an angel right in the middle, right? And I just told you guys with that Empress card showing up in the beginning, I feel like this is a life partnership. If you look at these two individuals are chained together. They're bound. Like soulmates. Soulmates have an invisible attachment to them that connects them and keeps making them, you know, replay cycles and coming back into union over various lifetimes. And then you have the Two of Cups, this exchange of love, right? I'm telling you right now. And then the Justice card, you know, karmic justice, balance, bringing balance into the situation. For a lot of you guys, this person is a strong soulmate, somebody that you are meant to have a life partnership with, but you're fighting it. Because that Death card came out again. You're needing the death and rebirth. There was something look at that. The Queen of Wands in reverse, clarifying. Yep. And look at that. What came right up under it. Yeah. And then the way this flipped up, right? You have the Magician, but the way it's facing me is in reverse. And the Magician upright is manifesting everything that he wants, everything that he needs. But in reverse, this person isn't able to manifest, or this person isn't willing to manifest, because the Magician has all the power and every single element, earth, air, fire, water, available to them. But something is wrong where they're not able to manifest. And for me, it's the ego. Because like I said, for a lot of you guys, because you see how the cards were, this flipped out and flipped facing me. Somebody was left, you felt left out in the cold. Now I'm going to tell you, we've seen the Magician, right? This is card of Virgo, and then we seen the, look, oh my God. I just flipped the deck up so I could see if I could find the other card. So you have, this is the card of Virgo, right? And then you have the Hermit, the card of Virgo, and the Hermit card is facing the Magician. So a lot of you guys were possibly left out in the cold in relationship with somebody with very strong Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placement. A Virgo is very relevant to a lot of you all. You felt left out in the cold because, again, this Pentacles is Earth, Virgo also. A lot of you guys felt left out in the cold by a person who has strong Virgo placements, and that's why you're still needing to heal from this. Because every single one of your cards, here you have 4 cards, every single one of your cards is in reverse except for the 8 of Swords upright. That's somebody who's being in their head feeling bound. And I feel like you're bound to your own lack of healing right now. Again, that's not a negative thing. This is just something that you need to be aware of moving forward. Because I feel like for a lot of you guys, you already have a life partner, a potential life partner in your midst already. I feel that strongly for a lot of you guys. So your general energy is the Fool card in reverse. Clarified by the Queen of Wands in reverse. Absolutely. Both of these are your energy. You're not taking a leap of faith because you don't feel like yourself. You're not healed at this time. And you're needing to communicate this with this person, this love interest, right? Because I feel like this is something that you haven't had a discussion with them about. And again, it doesn't have to be you. If it's not you and it's this other person, and you kind of have this suspicion that this person is going through it, this is confirmation that, yes, this person needs to do some healing, okay? Because for you to have your card, Aries, the Fool card, and then you have the Queen of Wands reverse, the Queen of Wands upright, she's stable, she's secure. The Queen is knowledgeable. The Queen knows who they are. They're grounded. You know, they're certain. That's the key word. They're certain. In reverse, this person is not certain. And that's exactly the energy that I'm getting for you guys. Most definitely. Your possible outcome is the Moon card in reverse. And then you have the 8 of Swords. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you are starting to realize like this is what's holding you back. It's like I said, upright is things hidden, things unknown, things that aren't discovered. You don't know what's going on. But in reverse, you know, and you feel like you know that you are keeping yourself bound. You or this other person are keeping yourselves bound. And it's a mental thing, and I know that because of Swords. You're keeping yourself mentally bound in this way of thinking. You're fearful of getting hurt again, and that's a real, that's a reality, and it's understandable. But with us seeing that Empress card in the pre-shuffle, I'm telling you right now, this is a person, be it male or female, it doesn't matter. This is a person that the universe has orchestrated to be on your path. Major Arcana is things that we don't control. That's Major Arcana. That's things that the universe puts in alignment with you at this moment. So it's almost like they're trying to catapult you to get ready because you have a life partner right here in front of you. Literally, I feel like for a lot of you, you just met this person. And for some of you guys, you like been dating them for a couple of months or connecting with them for a couple of months. And because this is new. It's new. But this is somebody who could be a life. And yeah, I know it's new because you have the Fool here. That's new, a new journey. So it's new. It can't be any more than a couple months for the people that I'm speaking to right now. This is very new, most definitely. And you're needing to get out of your head. Again, the Swords is communication and thoughts, mercurial energy. You're in your head about something that you need to heal from. And that's really the message for you guys today. Because you have someone on your path. Literally every single one of your cards are in reverse except for the 8 of Swords. So it's all a mental thing. You're needing to heal, and as I'm hearing detox, you're needing to detox from this past situation that has you feeling stagnant, if that makes sense. Okay? So Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individuals, as always, I'm going to ask that you continue to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, take care. Bye.